Hello, my gorgeousness. Hello, my beautiful soul. Warm welcome to this channel and this reading as well. It is June 2024. Pick a card reading. So 1, 2, or 3, or you can choose from different lovers. Okay, as it is a Gemini season. Happy birthday, Geminis. Whichever it is, your sun, is your moon, or rising, or Venus. Pick whichever suit you. Okay, there's no right or wrong as well. Just keep that in mind as well. You can go through each of the groups and hear whatever is resonates for you and leave whatever doesn't. Okay, now I'm gonna be pulling cards as well for each zodiac sign here as well, adjusting, and I will put in the description box. And maybe you already chosen which one you want. You can jump to timestamps, that's no problem. But I'm gonna be starting pulling a cards for each group so you can see what I'm doing here. By the way, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence. Now, what's happening this month? 6th of June is new moon in Gemini, and what it is about, as you know, the new moon is always about new opportunities, especially about short-term ones. You know, we always talk about big grand dreams and goals, but it's good to have some sort of little short-term goals or aspirations that you can fulfill, because they maybe don't feel like a mammoth size big. So you can, oh, these two coming out here, you can actually pursue them and achieve. But most important thing is here is to start, have action, okay? And because without action, the dream will be just a dream forever and a day. Now, mid-month, 14th of June. Okay, so you might feel that there is some ideas that you perhaps, or jobs that you have started either 2 months or 2 years ago, even up to 2 years, right? And you might actually start to see results. Okay, maybe it's that your YouTube channel, or a business or idea or book. You know, writing a book takes a long time, or any kind of business ideas, or wanting even retire. Okay, so you might actually start to see some sort of either steps or kind of opportunities or conclusions that you can actually pursue. You wanted it to happen before, but it didn't, and now it is happening. Okay, now of course this month we have summer equinox. Yay, where the time gone? I can't believe how quickly this year already is going ahead. Look, we have the full moon in Capricorn, and again you might actually see some sort of things that have been going on for some time, or they have been stalled, and now they're actually going to work out. If they don't work out, if there's something that you feel like should be materializing, maybe it's time to revisit why you're doing it. Maybe it's time to maybe a little bit change how you're doing things. Okay, so yeah, and interestingly, end of month on 29th of June, we have Saturn goes retrograde in Pisces. Look, when that happens, and it's going to stay there till mid-November, when that happens, it's important to release some sort of karmic, emotional, some sort of baggage, something that is weighing you down, okay? And what that happens then is you create kind of vacuum for new energy to come in your life, right? So it's the same thing as a Pluto currently is in a retrograde as well, and it will be there till in October, okay? And it's kind of shedding that extra weight, emotional baggage, kind of getting yourself clear from things that are not working out. Are those emotions? Are those relationships, beliefs, whatever that is? Because clearly once you do that, once you get rid of some sort of things, items even, maybe it's perfect timing to clear out your closet and get rid of unwanted things, okay? Because that means you are freer. It kind of feels like your butterfly effect. You are ready then to fly, because it feels like sometimes you feel you feel like you've been weighed down a bit, okay? So June is quite kind of funny months in that aspect as well. So we have pulled the groups, and here we are for each of the groups. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. You can choose whichever lover's card is calling you. Each one of them are a little bit different. Okay, let's pull as well cards for which group it is. One. And here we are. Oh, That's how I wanted to come out. And here we go. Group number 1, we have Scorpio, we have Aries, we have Pisces and Capricorn. Okay. Group number 2, we have Leo, Cancer, Taurus, and Virgo. Hello. And then we have Gemini, yourselves, Libra, Sag, and Aquarius. I'm going to pop them on the side here so we don't get mixed up. And we can begin. All right, group number 1, thank you for being here. This is June 2024 reading for if you chose by your zodiac sign. So this is for Capricorn, Pisces, Aries, and Scorpio. I'm going to pop them in here. Right. You chose this Lover's card. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this deck. It's ever so like a Renaissance. The Renaissance painting, you know. All right, are you ready? Let's pull the cards. Discover truth. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. Oh, look at that. That man is kind of pointing that. If you can see, he's kind of pointing, go this way. It's there. It's there. And this guy is going different direction. Right. Courthouse. The truth. Finding the truth. Situation. Trash. Oh, we were talking about getting rid of things, items, perhaps even people even. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Am I clear on what my soul really wants? I'm going to read in a bit. We have ease. Oh. Sentimental feelings. Bethany. Taking care of yourself. And letting go. This is really much. Ooh. Very interesting. Let me quickly soak, but I feel some of you have a really either heavy heart or you have come through some emotionally traumatic period of time. Either you have had someone has passed away, friend, family member, or some sort of quite emotionally draining period of time. And it kind of feels like it's the Wheel of Fortune is coming in here, or kind of you have come to realization, letting go of something. You need to let go. I'm being pulled to cover this card here straight away, and to read it out to you. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna do it. Okay. Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go with all your heart. Ask your soul what it is that your soul really wants. What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. We have the truth. We have the courthouse. We have the ease. It kind of feels like you're getting rid of that old skin, of old some sort of baggage, to get ready for something new. There is some sort of emotional attachment here. And this month, I feel like you could feel like you're grieving either a person or relationship. You're grieving what would happen, what should happen, and so on and so on. And it's this feeling of, I need to change the course, because life is like melting ice cube. And interestingly, straight away, it has this, I can't wash this off. It's such an interesting, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. And it's kind of really calling for you to be true to yourself. What makes you happy? What doesn't make you happy? And have these quite honest conversations. Maybe you're clearing out your parents' home and they passed away and you don't know what to do with the stuff. You don't want it, no one else wants it, and you are kind of some sort of attachment or obligation as if to hold on to things. There is a, it's kind of like a attachment and responsibility mixed in together. I want to clarify this. Page of Swords. Okay. Pages is about changing the course. And changing the course, the way you think, the way you analyze things. And what is interesting here is every day we think about, I don't know, 70,000 thoughts, and most of them are the same. So if you look at your life and you want to change, you got to change what you think, because the same thoughts will create energy and emotions, and it will go on and on and on. Where are you going? Page of Cups. You've been led to some sort of new path here, new discoveries. And why is that? Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Cups is underneath. And the World. Ooh. King of Pentacles and Eight of Wands. Do you know what I'm feeling here? Group number one. I kind of feel like either you are going to have quite some sort of twist, or you're going to come to the realization enough is enough. Maybe you want to be your own boss and want to create a business. Maybe you already have a business, okay? Or you are in the process of achieving something, and maybe there has been some time where you feel like, oh, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? And interesting, especially this month here, there will be some things that, or projects that you have been maybe wanting to materialize or and want to see the results. If you don't see the results, or always as if like you can nearly smell it or you can touch it, but somehow you kind of missing that, you know, you kind of missing that final realization. So maybe change the course, the way you view things, the way what is important, very important as well. Maybe you're wasting time on things that are not necessary, double negative. But what I'm feeling here is you need to change the way you view either money, the way you view yourself, the way you view world. And because Nine of Pentacles is very individual energy, you want to be either individual, either retire and have a lot of money for your pension, or create business or have a career. So for you to achieve this, you need to change two things: the way you don't take personally and speak your word impeccably, and change how you think, view things, how you think, how you, and all. It's kind of like to change the direction, emotional and mental intellect as well. Let's have a look what else we have. Oh wow, Justice, Libra, hello there. Definitely, this is about making the right choices and decisions. Okay, Two Wands, very interesting to the Aries as well. And Two Pentacles, you have been maybe some juggling act been happening. I feel like some of you, okay, all is well, things are going to work out, because Eight of Pentacles is definitely suggesting the hard work is going to pay off, right? However, what you need to do right now is, I feel sometimes you are very indecisive. You can't make some sort of decision. We have the two twos. It's kind of like, shall I stay? Shall I go? Is this right? Is that not right? Okay. Very often two or one's a partnership. Maybe you want to join up with someone, or quite an opposite. Maybe you actually want to go on your own. You want to go solo. Okay. But in the past, I feel like you have been playing safe. Yes, I hear you. Taking risks sometimes can be too painful. However, at some point you have to make decision. It is like right in the middle is that maybe your decisions have been based on someone else's beliefs. Maybe your decisions, because that Justice, this is major arcana. What means this? When major comes in your reading, that means that there's situation, which way this is decision, or telling the truth, being fair, okay, towards yourself and others as well. This decision is gonna impact you and perhaps even other people's lives. So right in the middle. So right decisions can lead you places. And discovering the truth, kind of discovering, okay, so what are my priorities? Which way I need to go? Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for June. Seems really much of, okay, what are my priorities? What is important to me? Not no one else. Maybe you have been influenced by members of public, family, social media, whatever it is, focus on yourself. Be honest. Have those honest and true conversations. And they will actually give you, you know what, maybe this is not actually important. It was important because someone else said it so. And you kind of like, you'll be shedding a lot of garbage. And then you'll be left with specific 1 or 2, 3 things that you want or need to achieve. And then you can really focus your whole energy on those things rather than playing 10 things at the same time and nothing happens, okay? So, one for the road, ready to go? 5 of Wands. Oh yeah, you're fighting. There's some sort of arguments. Maybe sometimes inside you feel like I need to prove my worthiness. I need to prove that I am enough, but not to you, but someone else. 4 of Pentacles underneath. You've been either holding your cards very close to your chest, or a very, very safe. 6 of Pentacles. There is help coming your way. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm group number 1. I'm going to tell you this. Things are about to change, but they will take some time. Things are not going to happen overnight, but decisions that you make, the way you approach things, the way you change things, are going to bring more success, because we have a lot of pentacles here. There's a lot of groundedness, but sometimes when there's too much pentacles, maybe you're a bit too stuck in the old ways. Maybe time to change a little bit of the course, maybe be lighthearted and not take yourself too seriously, but take what you do seriously, and all is going to be well. Remember, you are amazing and you can do anything, whatever comes to your mind, because that's your birthright. That's all I have for you for June. I hope it helps. Let me know in the comment section. And if you want to stick around, please welcome to my channel. And if you want to share and someone else might benefit from it, please be my guest. Now, when you like, comment, share, and subscribe, it really helps me to help you. And that's all I have for you. Have a fantastic June, and I shall see you in the next reading. Ta-da! Alrighty, group number 2. Where are we? So you chose this Lovers here, June 2024. So if you chose by your zodiac sign, so Virgo, we have Taurus, Cancer, and Leo. Okay. Are you ready? Let's go. Trust. There is divine plan. Oh, I love this energy. This is a passage. This reminds me of Page of Wands, where the page is standing and looking at the pyramids or thinking and being super excited about something. Oh, what are you about excited? It's kind of like, you know, in your belly, in your stomach, that there is something out there. There's something either awaiting you. Despair. Yeah, especially if you've been struggling or suffering right now. You kind of, in your heart of hearts, you know, there is something out there for me. Denial. Interesting. Not facing truth, rational reasoning. Okay. Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? And you will say, are you kidding me? I'm hardly surviving. You talking about having pleasure and joy. Yeah, it feels like joy has been really absent from your life. In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work? Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Hence, there is this passage, as if like, you know, there is joy out there. That is your birthright, because your soul action is, what would happen if you added more play and laughter into your life? What area is lacking this right now? Take time to play. Let go of any need to produce anything. I feel like some of you are, who's watching group number 2, are very much people who struggle sometimes to relax, okay? And they're ever always doing something. And sometimes you maybe then need to plan doing nothing, having time off. And sometimes you feel like you're like a hamster in a hamster wheel, okay? Pause. You must be kidding me. This is kind of like, I feel like you need to maybe really like regroup, just stop for a moment. You know, like when you do something and something is going wrong, you're gonna, okay, you're gonna put the 3 things in 3 different piles. What you need to start doing, what you need to continue, and what you need to stop doing. And then it's kind of like you realize, okay, it's kind of like inventory of your life. Because right now, I feel like some of you are going nowhere fast, and you feel it too. You're kind of like treading water. There's nothing happening. It's kind of like empty, 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 you know, kind of as if like you're opening lottery tickets, and every time you scratch it, it's just like, oh, it builds up that energy of despair, and that, oh, again, I knew this gonna happen. And you know, like you kind of start to manifest this, and you're very good at it, manifesting rubbish in your life. Healing from the past. And it's been going on for some time. Oh, right. Okay, Jana. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Again, about the relaxing. There's something like, in a ways, you are pushing away or not allowing in that joy, that some sort of new energy come in your life. This is kind of digging deep into your emotions. Let's dive in. I kind of feel like some of you literally maybe need a holiday or time out, even for 10 minutes a day. Meditate, because that's what means you will release that. You'll feel like a pressure cooker, and you're just gonna poof. One day you're gonna go. Okay, either you don't want to face issues. Is this money problems? Is this abusive partner? Is this something kind of, you're very good in hiding. I'm gonna give you that. You're very good in hiding. I think no one actually suspects unless you have told them. No one would suspect what actually really goes in your heart, what really happens in your life. You are such a great actor, perhaps, or actress, and no one even would notice that deep down you're crumbling. Hence this month, especially June here, especially with the Pluto in retrograde and Saturn going retrograde as well, and the summer equinox, it will have this kind of culmination, and it's time to let it go or face the music and really admit, yes, maybe I eat the wrong foods, yes, maybe I'm drinking too much, yes, allow people abuse me, and including my family, and kind of not to be harsh on yourself, but as soon as you face it, and that's actually is the biggest thing. Once you face it, it's like the half a problem solved already. But to get there that's the question, how to get there. Hangman. Okay. Oh boy. If you can't have a look at things from different perspective, life is going to throw you some curveball that you will be upside down at one point, and you will, either this is through drama or event or situation, whatever. It's time to pause and stop sacrifice yourself for others, stop sacrifice your life for someone else. Time to live for yourself as well. But most importantly, stop right now. Have a second view from things from different perspective. And sometimes you have to reach that rock bottom to realize, okay, how did I get here? And what can I learn from it? Not being harsh on it, not to blame yourself, but learn a lesson. But then you are, as you are at the very rock bottom, you will realize, because that's the only way up is up. Only way is up, indeed. Right. That is ever so interesting. 7 of Cups. Queen of Swords. And the Lovers. And the Tower here. Oh my goodness. If you don't change, life is gonna send in some storm. Not to damage you, but to really take away that rubbish that is in your life. This is very interesting combination here, I have to say. Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Lovers. I feel some of you, very often you tie your issues or problems to relationships. Either this is a partner or family. It kind of feels like you're trying to please or listen to others, but you kind of leave yourself as a second, as a choice, as a option, you know. And when I see there's a major arcanas coming in, there's so much major arcanas, you have manifested some sort of real storm in your life, tornado coming in your life, which is going to shake things up. And as quicker you pick yourself up, as quicker you pull your head out from the sand, because currently it feels like you do not want to know, you don't want to think about it, you just want to get on with life. In a way that, but somehow you can't continue the same as you did. There needs to be some real cutting. No, let's stop cutting BS, okay? And Queen of Swords is very much like, okay, let's stop pretending all is good and we just living the dream, like, you know, the pie in the sky. Seven of Cups, as if like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this one day, I'm gonna have this and I have so much opportunities. Just, you know, calm yourself down, take a time out. Wow, I feel like some of you have, as if like you have some sort of a fog right in front of your eyes right now. That's what you need. The Fool. Interestingly, I just saw Six of Cups when I was opening High Priestess and Six of Cups, which is definitely feels like there's some sort of past issues or past secrets that are holding you back, or is this belief? But Fool is calling you. Take a risk. Be more easy to yourself, more happier. Lighten up that load, okay? He's traveling very light, okay? He doesn't have a heavy luggage with him. And he is going to take a risk or something. Really shedding that old that is not serving you. Tower again, why? You need to be more proactive. Yeah. You need to kind of be more what you believe, not someone else. What makes you happy? Because look how Knight of Swords is going toward the tower, okay? So is there some sort of shady or shaky relationships, beliefs, whatever it is? When the tower moment happens, and it will happen in this month, okay? Tower moment meaning there will be some sort of surprise event that you did not expect. As quicker you react and take action, because Knight of Swords is about action. Taking charge, really being proactively engaging with the situation, not to put your head in the sand. Your dream's going to come true. As easy as that. And you will think, how did I do that? I don't know, how did I overcome this? You just took being proactive and not being scared. You know, this kind of energy of fight or flight. And I feel like you are the one who flies. Because you don't want to deal with aftermath. Once you deal with it, it's done. Okay, it's done. Let's have a look at the one from the road. I really want to see. Wow, June is going to be one heck of a month. A lot of self-discovery, a lot of realizations about things. Wow. 3 of Wands. I do sense as well, Six of Pentacles, there's a support coming your way, which you can't see right now, but there's someone's going to be either supporting you financially or with advice. With 3 of Wands, what I'm seeing here is you might be actually, okay, you're going to be starting either leaving a place or thinking of what brings value to my life, what brings happiness to my life. This is a card of energy of really filtering through. Really filtering through. 2 of Wands. Hermit. Okay, so here's a Sinatra song, I Did It My Way. And this is absolutely right. For you, June, is this song, I Did It My Way. What makes you happy? What makes you feeling that you are successful? Because your purpose is yourself. You don't need to look too far. Okay, you being you, but you being you as you want it, not like auntie something something or uncle such and such wants you to be. This is June, is a month project you. 110%. Because you deserve it and you are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. That's all I have for you for June. I hope it helps. If you think someone else might benefit from this reading, please share with them, okay? And if when you subscribe and comment and share and like, which is optional, of course, yeah, it really helps me to help you. And I'm sending you love and lights, as always, and I shall see you in the next reading. Ta-da! Hello, hello, group number 3. Let's pull the cards here. So, June 2024. So, what do we have? Aquarius, Sag, Libra, and Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. Let's dive in. Staying focused. Hold the course. Ooh. This is completely different, totally different energy than any other groups, because this one is more of a, you're onto something, but it takes some time, okay? Maybe you're a sports person or business person, and it's just literally having that priorities, right? Having those goals, right? Really staying focused what you do and why you do it. Very positive energy indeed. Oh, child, look at that. This is something new you're doing, or is this a new job? Is this a new career? Is this new business? Maybe retirement, maybe it's kind of new ways of living. You never know, okay? So it's always your first, or kind of like you're stepping your toes in a new kind of waters. Negotiator. Bargaining and begging. Oh, I'm feeling here. Okay, this is a bit different. What I'm feeling here is, I feel like you are in at a crowded industry, or very cutthroat industry, and it kind of feels like, okay, why I'm here? Constantly you have to remind yourself, this is what I wanted, this makes me money, or this is something that I feel fulfilling my dream. And sometimes you kind of feel like, but is this right? You know, hence this stay focused, what it is you want. And which is very interesting is what expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? Because this feels like some of the tasks or paths that you have taken feels very big. Okay, and your soul, not the soul, but your mind sometimes question yourself, am I good enough? Am I young enough? Can I actually do this? Are you such a dream? Are you just a dreamer? Are you wanting to chase some sort of a pipe dream? No, stay focused. You're on the right path. Do not derail, okay? The expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. So I feel like taking one step at a time. Really celebrating your everyday successes is super important. Maybe even create like weekly, take a beautiful picture from your week, whatever, is this your selfie or whatever it is, and put what was your week successes, what were those successes for this week, however big or small. Maybe you lost pounds, maybe you put on pounds that you wanted, maybe you stayed as it is, okay, maybe you stayed focused, maybe you stayed positive, and that is success, right? So what your soul's action is, be grateful. I'm grateful I have food to eat. I'm grateful I have a safe home. And basic things. And actually, those basic things are very often put you in a good mood. Start basic. Start very, very basic. You are being summoned to more peace. Peace is home for our soul, and it is accompanied by trust. It comes when you surrender and focus only on what you can control. If you expect nothing and are grateful for everything, you will experience extreme fulfillment. Guard your peace. Guard your peace. Free. May your soul sing freely. Yeah, this is, I feel like some of you maybe are doing some sort of niche, even niche business. And this is something that you always wanted. This is something, somehow you express yourself. Moving, look. Keep moving. And this, it's not about how quickly you go, because, okay, one of the recent shorts, it was about be loyal to your pace, which is very true, because some people go nowhere fast. Every one of us, we have several things that we achieve and we will achieve, but on our own time. Yes, Isabella. Yes, the timing's right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Oh, Vanessa. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? And which way takes me away from it? Hence, you have this focus. This is very, very important energy here. Being very focused. Having very clear and set priorities. Wow, look at the birds. You may actually see a lot of omens of birds, of feathers. It's kind of like this is wisdom as well. I feel like there could be an elder person even supporting you that is very, very wise and intuitive. Very often I feel like, for group number 3, I feel like it's not what you know, but who you know. And this path will really play a huge part for you. Let's have a look at what else is here for you. 6 of Swords. Why? Page of Cups. 2 of Swords. Page of Wands. Oh, there has been some sort of dilemma or hold up. Okay, hence has there been pause in, okay, has there been a pause in success? Has there been pause of some sort of decisions, or success has not come as quick or as big as you wanted, and you kind of felt like, okay, shall I change this, shall I change that? And it kind of, June is really for you of stay focused. Okay, if you have started, let's say, I don't know, YouTube channel, right? And you are very clear, this is the niche I want to go into, and this is what I'm passionate about. Don't start chopping and changing. If you feel like, okay, I want to be hairdresser, but you are not having as many clients as you like to, stick to it. Stick to it. It kind of feels like maybe sometimes you're chopping, changing, and wanting, okay, I'm going to do something else and something else, and you are not investing your time or energy into that one thing and not allowing to grow. It kind of feels sometimes you have been pulled, like, you know, as the tide comes in and out, I'm going to go this way, I'm going to go that way. No, focus. Focus, 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 and move forward. I do understand sometimes you might say, okay, I do, maybe I am stuck and this is not my niche, or this is not my my area. But look, you have just minor arcanas. Everything that is stopping you right now is you. Maybe you are very not the best on deciding something, but there's a lot of information around you, and you feel a little bit confused. Look how Page of Cups and Page of Wands been kind of drawn. You sometimes think with your heart, sometimes think with your passion, and they sometimes don't agree. Kind of feels like you've been pulled one way and then you pulled another way. And it's kind of like the tide comes in and out, and one way, another way. You know how the water is pulling, and you kind of feeling there's so much competition. You feel like, why should I do this? Because you feel of energy of, like there's competition. I'm fighting against something. Okay, there's trying to keep on top, right? And on top of things, on top of how to get there. And it's you know what it is, and sometimes you look at the other people's maybe social media or successes, whatever they're claiming there, and you think, why I'm not there, why I'm not there, why I'm not there. Look, okay, imagine you're driving a car from, I don't know, point A to point B, and it takes 300 miles to get there, right? You let's say drive for an hour and 2 hours. You wouldn't just turn around and say, oh, it takes so long, I just can't be asked. You would keep going because you know you're gonna get there. But this time, you kind of have huge expectations. Things happen quickly, maybe. Okay. I feel like what you're doing is going to be a long-term either project. Okay. This is really testing you right here. This is one of your biggest tests. I'm just hearing the right sound in my right ear, kind of formation. This is the test. Are you going to break it under this pressure? Are you going to break under kind of some sort of little pause? Because the celebration is here. It's just you perhaps don't see it. Lovers, this is something that you really love. Oh, all right. Okay, thank you. Oh, wow. Okay, Knight of Cups, Pentacles, sorry. Knights of Pentacles are very slow moving card, but it's moving. You are in tune. Just, you know, you kind of like putting potato in the ground, and you're waiting a couple hours, and you're saying, hello, potato, I have family to feed. It doesn't happen as quick, okay? Things take time. That's always the card. Things take time. However, lovers, okay, I'm going to tell you something. Hello, Gemini. We got the lovers here as well. Sometimes when you are wanting to have a business or hobby turning and maybe bringing some money in, or thinking, oh, I'm going to do this because that's what I like. For example, nails, right? I do my own nails, but I don't do no one else. Why? Because that is my hobby. If I start to do someone else, I could, but I don't want to. That would kill my hobby. Not everything that I love to do, I want to turn into business. Why? Because one, that would kill my hobby or my type of meditation or therapy, let's say, okay? But sometimes maybe what you do, you're not taking seriously. You're taking, oh, this is my hobby. Oh, this is not my business. It's just a hobby. You got to take things seriously. If you want to turn them from your just hobby into business, right? Or something else. I sound like I'm telling you off. No, I'm not. But sometimes that's what happens. You need to take things seriously. Or stay as they are. They're just a hobby. But then there is the expectations, you know? So you need to be very clear what it is. Is this just a hobby that you're doing, or is this something that you want to turn into business, or you just want to you know, take easy, you know, doing something little by little as a side hustle or whatever. That's fine. But I feel like some of you have quite big expectations from yourself, and if this doesn't happen quickly, you kind of like, okay, I'm gonna try something else and something different, and you just go from one idea to another there. Focus. Focus, baby. Focus. Let's have a look at our card for, okay. So, things are going to change. Destiny. Wheel of Fortune. Luck is on your side. Group number 3, you're very, very lucky. And I kind of feel like you will surprise yourself once you stick to something, okay? You know, there's like once you try to lose weight and you plateau at some point. That means like your weight is not moving. I feel like you are in this kind of like a dilemma or kind of no position right now. It will change. The right time in the right place, things are about to change for better, okay? And with the Wheel of Fortune, it kind of feels like, you know, you might be actually the right place, right time, but because you stuck to it, Lady Luck is smiling upon you, okay? So that is your very, very important thing. Keep doing what you're doing. Take what you do seriously, not yourself, but what you do seriously, and keep be focused. Maybe focus more yourself on what you do rather than the outcome itself as much. Hence, sometimes it might take away that huge expectations. Become better on what you do. Be curious, okay? and keep going. Keep going. Because you are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. If you think someone else might benefit from this reading, please share it with them. And of course, when you like, comment, subscribe, and share, it really helps me to help you. And that's what I call energy exchange. I send you love and light as always. Here we go. And I shall see you in the next reading.